West Indies Test captain Darren Sammy is set to be axed and replaced by Dennis Ramsden for the upcoming New Zealand series, the Trinidad Guardian reported. Quoting an unnamed source in the Thursday report, the newspaper said Ramsden had already received the nod from the West Indies selectors and the final decision would be made during a teleconference of the West Indies Cricket Board directors later. Dennis received a call from the chairman of the selectors panel, Clyde Butts, who asked him whether or not he would be interested in leading the regional team in Test cricket. The Trinidad Guardian quoted the source as saying, Dennis indicated he was willing to take on the challenge and this message was passed on to the WICB for ratification. By the end of the teleconference, the region would know who will be at the helm of the New Zealand Test series. Sammy took over the reign of the West Indies in 2010, but last year was relieved of his duties as one-day international captain and replaced by all-rounder Dwayne Bravo. He has continued to lead the Test and 2020 unit, but disastrous results on the Test tours of India and New Zealand last year raised doubt about his consistency in the role in the near future. The concern said Dammy's inability to command a Test spot outside the role as captain was of concern. Although the WICB has not made a decision on whether they will go Ramsden or stick with Sammy, it seems that the all-rounder is under serious pressure. He has not commanded a place in the team outside of being captain, and some see his inclusion as one that has been thrown off selectors when it comes to getting the right 11. The source said, his record has not been up to par in recent times, and this will do him no favours when the directors give their 2 cents at the teleconference. Ramsden, on the other hand, has improved tremendously with bat over the last year or so, and is tactically a better leader than Sammy. During his tenure, Sammy has been credited with uniting the squad and returning stability and discipline. Despite this, the West Indies continue to languish at number 8 in the Test rankings. Meanwhile, Ramsden has served as Sammy's deputy in the past, but is no stranger to controversy. Only last year during the Champions Trophy in England, he was fined his full match fee and suspended for 2 one-day matches for wrongly claiming a catch against Pakistan. During the 2012 Test series of England, he was fined 20% of his match fee for a taunt aimed at West Indies legend Viv Richards for scoring a century at Edgbaston. Now, this report coming out of the West Indies, namely Trinidad, which is just around the corner from Grenada, is of no surprise. It is also of no surprise that Dennis Ramsden has been the name that has been talked about for a while within the West Indies to become captain. At first I thought it had been Dwayne Bravo, but Ramsden tactically must be better than Bravo, and it's of no surprise. So as much as it's a rumour now, the West Indies Cricket Board have recently tweeted saying that they will be making a full announcement and a release as to who will be captaining the side to New Zealand. I think that it's about time Darren Sammy was removed as West Indies captain. He's been in the helm for a long time. Uniting the team at the beginning was okay, but when you as a player cannot hold your own and the selectors keep defending you, but you're not performing. In the T20, he's been a very useful player, but outside of the T20, those cameo roles, in Test cricket, his standard of batting and bowling is not up to scratch, and it would bring more balance to the side if Dennis Ramsden became captain, the wicketkeeper batsman, and there was a place for a new player to fill the spot of Darren Sammy, making the West Indies a far more balanced side, whether it be an extra batsman, an extra bowler, or an all-rounder. So that's the news. I would not be surprised if Darren Sammy is axed as captain, but we'll have to wait and see. Again, this is just coming out of an unnamed source. I'm sure the source is probably reputable. You just don't want their name being the one that broke the news ahead of the West Indies Cricket Board. But it's out there. So, like I said, don't be surprised within the next 24 to 40 hours to hear that Darren Sammy's been sacked. But let's wait and see before we jump to conclusions.